Hello, Flosstube. It is, it's been about a month. No, well, I don't know. It's a few weeks since I did an update here, and I was hoping that I combed my hair sort of because that my hair wasn't too messy because I didn't really comb it. I'm trying to get a video done here in the early hours before everybody in the house wakes up. This is my new house. I'm coming from it to you from a new spot, not the bathroom of my former house, but many of you know I was in the process of moving the last several days, this month, and so I'm now in my new house, and there's not a really good place. I'm still experimenting with lighting and everything, and this is not ideal. I kind of look like I'm giving myself a third degree here with my lighting in this room, but we'll see. So I wanted to talk about. I know a lot of people are doing Stitch Mania, and even though I'm not part of the Stitch Mania Facebook group anymore, I still wanted to do something for Stitch Mania, sort of. And Caroline of Off the Grid Needleworks is gonna be doing a sort of a whip mania thing, where she is working on old whips instead of new starts for 2018. She's doing some of her old whips that have been sitting around. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I don't have time or money to do 18 new starts in May, and I don't know if I have enough fabric for that, and I don't have a lot of money to go out and buy stuff for just to do new starts. So so I thought I would do sort of what mania thing as well. So on this video, which I want to thank my subscribers who have stuck with me, and anybody who's new to my channel, Beth Martinez, phantastitches. Thanks for watching. For those of you who are, like I said, returning or new, and I hope to have my lighting situation figured out a little better next time. But I'm in my new house, and that's what I've been doing for the last several days. Anyway, so on to stitching stuff. I have a couple of whips that I've been working on, and they'll probably be in my what I'm counting for May as well, just because I have them and they're easy to do, and easy to include them. So this is my piano cat, kitty and the piano thing that I have not worked on it since for the last few weeks. I just kind of, it's not very many colors, and I tend to do one color at a time, so I just got kind of, and I have to really concentrate to work on it because to do, even if I were to do the different colors, because there's so many grays and and everything else. Yeah, so I am at the edge of the pattern over here. You can kind of see the straight edge here, so the edge of the pattern, and then this is the cat's leg, and part of the cat's chest. But of course, there'll be a lot of different colors, more grays and whites and whatever. Anyway, it's very monochromatic looking kind of picture. And then the thing that has been capturing my attention is this daily walk in the woods. Let me get a better picture of it here. Um, all the different trees and everything. I started in the middle of the design, and I don't have the design picture with me here, but many people are working on it. Anyway, I had been putting it off for a long time. I'm gonna get a better picture of it. I can't. And I did this tree trunk this weekend. I'd missed out on. I usually do some stitching for Friday Off the Grid, the Friday party, whatever, and I had been doing more stitching just intermittently, but since I've been preoccupied with this moving business, with packing up to move and everything, I hadn't done much stitching at all. I have my cross stitch stuff put away, and so that I can move and everything else. And then we've been every day moving stuff and unpacking stuff. And my parents still aren't fully unpacked um, for all of their things, and now there's more stuff. My stuff, my sister's stuff, all crammed, and so all has to find a place. And so yeah, so it's all right now, half of it in the house, half of it in the garage, and none of it where it's going to be. Anyway, so I had not done a lot of Friday Off the Grid stitching. I'm trying to get a better picture and I can't. It's all in the shadows. But anyway, I recently did like this part of this tree trunk here, and then this weekend did the rest of this tree, and I did these little weedy trees up here, and it felt good. It felt good to get back to it. And there's like you can't really see it in this picture. Oh, it's so bad lighting. But there's like a little nest in the crook of this tree, and there's a cat. But yeah, so I did a little nest, and a bird goes in there, and then I have to do the green of the tree. And then down here, some little flowers at the base of this tree trunk. But anyway, so I did the tree trunk and the nest, and these three little trees up here this past weekend. Friday was my niece's birthday, and she got some good news too. She's graduating. She just turned 17. She's graduating from online school and going. She had taken auditions at some different music schools, and she's a violinist, and she got accepted into 3 different schools: the Cleveland Institute of Music, and Juilliard, and New England Conservatory, which she really wanted to go to. My younger sister and her husband met at NEC. They're NEC alumni, and it's a very good music school, and she wanted to go to school there, and she wanted to study with a particular teacher there, Miriam Freed, I think. Maybe I'm getting the name wrong. I don't know, but anyway, she got accepted to all 3 schools, but she was waiting to find out if she was going to get the teacher she wanted or whatever. And finally, this weekend, she found out that she got the teacher that she wanted at Boston, and so she's going to go to school there, which is great. And I don't remember why I mentioned that, or just that it happened this weekend also, I guess. So before I get to my Stitch Mania plans, I wanted to talk about a little bit of haul that I accumulated this weekend, recently, I should say. First of all, when my sister was packing her things, she came across this. This roll of 14 count Ada in navy, and she gave it to me because she knew she wasn't going to use it. So so I'm sure I can put it to some use. I have a lot of Ada cloth. It's basically, I have a little bit of linen and even weave stuff. But yeah, I have a lot of Ada, and you know, I'm not ashamed to say it. Some people who have, ugly things to say about Ada, whatever, I don't care. I like it. It's easy. I have a lot of it. The next thing I did was I did order online from the Inspired Needle. I was in Illinois. I was watching Flosstube. I'm very, very behind because I've been so tired and so busy. I feel a little. I felt a little guilty spending time watching Flosstube videos when I had so much packing to do and everything. But at some point before we moved, I was watching Flosstube and I saw a random video. It wasn't one of that I subscribed to, I don't think. But anyway, it was the sister of the owner, I think, of the store, who was doing a video of this store, the Inspired Needle. And so I was watching this video, and one of the things that I saw was that they had a little display of Lizzie Kate charts. And since Lizzie Kate retired, the designer, there's been kind of a run on the designs, and I had never really, back in the day when I did a lot of cross stitching, there wasn't. I don't remember anybody ever talking about. Well, there wasn't any such thing as YouTube or Flosstube, whatever. And so it was kind of I guess I just operated in isolation, and nobody really talked about designers and specific designers and everything. And so then I kind of got away from cross stitch a bit, mostly, and then now in the cross stitch community, there's a lot of talk about different designers. Shepherd's Bush, and Little House Needleworks, and Lizzie Kate, and of course. But anyway, so I got on the Lizzie Kate bandwagon a little bit later. I had never heard of her until recently. Everybody was talking about it, and then she retired. And anyway, so I saw these Lizzie Kate charts, and I thought, one thing I always liked when people would talk about it were the design she had for. She had this one design series called something about. What is it called? The Jolly Fat Men thing. They're snowmen, I guess. And I'm always 6 Fat Men. Flip it. That's what they're called. So I went to I went to their website and ordered some things. And this is the package that I got from them. This little pack. I haven't even opened it, because it came just as we were getting ready to move. I was checking the mailbox frequently because I wanted to make sure I got it before I sent in my change of address and all that stuff. Anyway, so I went ahead and ordered from them, and I got this nice little package, and I'm going to open it right now. Okay. I ordered basically 3 charts, I think. That's all I got from them. All I ordered from them. The Lizzie Kate. I have to get a picture of it. There we go. Snow Fun Batman thing. And yeah, so it's part of this series of things here. But anyway, this is the one I got. It's snow fun. And this other Lizzie Kate chart, cat lessons for people. Oh, sorry about the glare, but I'm not going to take it out of the package right now. I didn't take it out before I started because I hadn't opened the package. But anyway, so it says, cat lessons for people. Be persnickety, play with your food, appreciate wildlife, nap every day, don't bite when a hiss will do. Practice patience, listen before speaking. When you make a mess, bury it. Sit very close to those you love. So anyway, the lighting is not very good. But anyway, there it is. Yeah. So that's another one I bought. So I have a couple of Liz Kates now. And then I bought a Prairie Schooler snowman chart. 2017 Santa. There's the North Pole and Santa and a polar bear, which I liked a lot. I kind of like these Prairie Schooler Santas. They're kind of interesting. Anyway, so that's one thing that I got. Get it out of the way here. And another thing that I got is not really exactly not intended for cartridge, but I'm hoping I can use this, excuse me, while I fussle around here. I'm hoping I can use this for cross stitch. I sort of got my eye on it. We were at IKEA the other day, looking for things because of the house. And they have these are actually pillowcases. But I like this material. It's 100% rainy, I think. Cotton, basically. And in looking at it, it's kind of like an eel weave kind of fabric. But I thought I might be able to. I want it cross stitch on it. It's already a pillowcase thing. I'm wanting to do a design on the front, and then they sell the little forms basically that I can stuff inside it, and it'll be automatically FFO'd. That's what I'm hoping that I can do somehow with that. Anyway, so now the sun is coming up and making a glare right there. I thought it was my light, but it's actually the sun. So this is probably not going to work. I'm going to have to maybe turn my chair around or something when I make a video. So on to my Stitch Mania plans. I don't know. I'm hoping this works the way I'm thinking it's going to work. The Whip Mania instead of Stitch Mania. Put my bag up here so I can more easily access what I'm going to do. Bunch of hoops. I don't know what I'm going to need or what I'm going to use. Let me see. I hope the cats don't mind. I'm going to borrow a cat tower for a bit. So, yeah. So I'm going to work on a bunch of different things that I have already. Many people have shown this pile of frogs chart. Oh, now everything's working against me. All the light. This room is actually very bright, but it's not really good for cross-stitching setup. Okay, let me try this again. Hold on 1 second. Oh, okay. This is the pile of frogs picture, and this isn't technically a whip in the sense that I have not put a stitch in it, but I had it, it was a kit and it came with all the the floss and the fabric and everything else. And so I'm hoping to put a few stitches in it as part of my Stitch Mania plans. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. Anyway, then I do have some actual things that I had started at one point. So one of them is this endangered species charts that this wolf. I showed in my last video a lot of kits and things that I had and other things. But anyway, so I did a lot of stitching on this wolf. Let me see if I got this. Let me get this right up here. And so I'm hoping to finish this sometime soon. I've looked and I have all the colors. I just haven't. I can't get this at the right good place here. Crud. You can kind of see it. There's the wolf. So you can see his nose, his eyes. No, I'm making it worse. Sorry. I'm struggling with this lighting. Anyway, there he is. You can kind of see him. Anyway, trust me, it's a wolf. And so, yeah, I have the threads, and I made sure, and I have them all set aside. And I'm going to work on this baby sampler that I started when my nephew was, shortly after my nephew was born. He's going to be 21. It's really, what can I do? But I thought I would finish it all except for the name that goes in it. There you go. Because I've done so much work on it. Really all that's left to do is the border and all the letters that have to be backstitched. But so I think I just started the backstitching. I just did a couple of the letters, I think A and B. But and then I started working on the border, and but it's not done. It's like half done. It's done up to here on this inside border, and then there's like a middle section and outside border to do. I didn't realize that was. But anyway, so I can finish it, and probably maybe by the time I'm done stitching it, one of my nephews or my niece or kids. No, please. Anyway, that I have then this little Eeyore kit. Let me see. Can I get it? Yeah. That I bought years ago, and I did just like his. Get it close here. I did his little peony nose and a little bit underneath him. So that's another one. And I have this. Oh, you can't see it. It's a little kitty ornament kind of thing that I bought at some point, and I did a little bit of stitching this dark green of his sweater. So that should be pretty easy to finish, I think. If I just get around to it. Yeah, you can see here the little bit of stitching that I did on it. I don't know why. It's very tiny. I could knock it out in a day probably if I just did it. And this, that's happened. I'm gonna show that. This is another little kit that I bought. Another little ornament, little tiny ornament. It comes in a plastic frame, whatever. And this one's actually almost all done. It's a little wreath with candles and stuff. Let me see. Yeah. So it's almost all done. I just had, you can see through it. I can see the back. um, but anyway, so that's that. And again, it's so, they're so small. These little ornament kit things, that I should be able to knock them out, and, you know. And then, this, I've talked about this before, and this is what I spent most of the night on, trying to figure out colors for this, thing. You can kind of see, sorry about the letters, you can see through it, but anyway, it's called Midnight Meow. It's a little kit thing, and I started on it and did a lot of stitching, did the middle cat, and actually I was looking at this, and it looks like I did black instead of the inside of his ear. Let's see if I can get a good picture of it, shot of it. The inside of his ear is supposed to be peachy colored, not black, and his eyes are supposed to be blue, not black. And I don't know if I just left them. It looks like I just left them. I didn't stitch them. Because I thought I had stitched them, actually. But then, I had started to stitch this, other cat over here. And then I don't know what I did with the threads. If I threw them away. Apparently, I don't know. So, last night I sat down with the chart and just picked some colors that were relatively, it would look like they would work, excuse me, for that pattern. This one, again, is another one that I had kitted up, but I hadn't started technically, so it would be a new start for me. This, when you go through deep waters, I will be with you. This is just a kit I bought at Walmart. It says Jan Lin kit. Designed by Alan Gianna. Anyway, so it came with the threads and the cloth. So that was kitted up already. This kit, I showed it last video. It's a little hanger, banner hanger. Ingredients for a happy home. And I had put a few stitches in it, so this is on my Whipmania list to finish. And then I have a little packet of kits thing that I'm going to do, but this free card kit, it came with a magazine, Cross Stitch Crazy magazine. Get a good picture of it here. Anyway, I didn't start it exactly, but it came with the cloth and threads, and on the other side of this, you can't see it in this, but I had chosen the colors and started to set them aside and started to work on it, but I never did finish it. So did that. And then in this, I also have this little kit that, again, I didn't start, but I bought it, and we'll probably finish it. Sorry. Here you go. Home is where the cat is. It's a little thing. I don't know. I bought it. I was going to give it to somebody, and I didn't do it. So anyway, that's another pair of things I hope to work on. evening. And then, let me see, that's the end of it. Yeah. Another small, this is a Mary Engelbright kit thing. Another small ornament kit. This little wreath thing. And I think I did, I don't know if I started it or not. I don't think so. But it came with a thread and that little plastic frame and everything, so I'm on my list. I'm hoping that I can get these knocked out pretty quickly and get them done. And the other thing, this is technically already finished, but I'm hoping I can FFO this, finish it off completely. But this little pattern, I already stitched it. You get a good picture of that. But it came with the little plastic frame and everything else that goes in. And this will be still my first stitch pattern that I just liked it and got it. But you can kind of see through it here. See if that doesn't really help. Anyway, yeah, it has this little picture. Yeah. But so I did that some time ago, and I just never finished it. Never hung it up or did anything with it. Never finished it. And the other thing I did, and I'm hoping I can remedy this situation, but is that I made this little Santa, but you can see I cut him out too small. I miscalculated, and he fits in the frame just right, but not without any margin to tighten, to pull it around and tighten it or do anything. So I don't know, it's messed up. Somebody maybe do something with it. And then this pattern, this is something that I have had for a while. I technically have not started it, but I hope to. It's part of my plans. So this is another Visual kit. It comes with this plastic house little frame, and then it comes with a piece of 8 o'clock. Yeah, and threads and all that. And then the other project I have is this one with the hummingbirds. And again, it's a kit. It's a Sweet Treat is what it's called. And this is a Dimensions kit, yeah. And it comes with the cloth and the thread and everything. So this is another one I have not put a stitch in. So I have a mixture of new starts and whips. And I don't know that I have 18. I kind of lost count. I kind of counted them and recounted them, and so I don't know. Adjust my lighting again. Give myself a 3rd degree. I don't know that I have 18 projects, but I have a lot of stuff to start to do. So anyway, I'm hoping to do it, and as part of the high tea new start that Caroline off the grid Needle Arts does. I think I'm gonna start one of those projects that hasn't been started. Anyway, so that's my less than perfect lighting video for this month. And I would do this over again with better lighting or different lighting setup, but just wanted to get it knocked out uh, while I can. Oh my gosh, that looks bad. That lighting looks bad, but in one trouble. Uh, Still not ideal, but you know. So anyway, hopefully I can figure this out a little better for next time. But I wanted to get things done while. Oh, sorry about that. Uh, while I can, and so anyway, that's my video for this time. My video number 10 update and stitch mini plans and haul and stuff. So hopefully next time I'll have this figured out a little better. I'll have some better lighting and a better situation. But at least I won't have to resort to doing it in the bathroom like I did last time. Although that's still a possibility. um, but yeah, no more updates from the throne room. Um, so this is short and sweet, kind of. You know. Oh, and well, I wanted to mention just a couple of things from real life. So if all you're interested in is the stitching talk, then you can go ahead and go. I just want to I want to thank you again for coming back to review my video um, uh, and see what I'm up to, and hope that you'll come back and watch again. Hopefully, I'll have better lighting than this situation right now. Once I figure out uh, what I'm going, how I'm going to set it up and everything for next time. But anyway, so now I'm going to talk about a few things that are going on in my real life. As I said before, one of the things I've been doing is moving into this new house living with my parents, and as well as my older sister and her older sister and her son, my nephew, one of my nephews, my younger sister and her husband and kids live here in town also in Arizona, in Phoenix, the Phoenix area. Um, anyway, so all my cross stitching stuff was put away for a while, and when we moved, and we've been in the process of moving, and at this house, most of you know that a few years ago, in 2016, a couple years ago, I had brain surgery, and I had a little bit of a stroke during the surgery. That's why some of you can probably notice that part of my mouth isn't always uh, uh, acting properly. And you can probably hear my mother talking now. She's out in the house now. Everybody's waking up a little bit, so I'm going to finish this up pretty quickly. But anyway, in the house we were in before, I have a shower chair. It had a stand-up shower in my bathroom, and I had a shower chair that I used. And I can stand up and walk around a bit, but for showering, it's easier and safer if I'm sitting down through a lot of it. But anyway, so in this new house, it has a stand-up shower in the master bathroom that I share with my parents. When I have to shower, I go in there, and so my dad had warned me that the floor of the shower gets pretty slippery. And I don't know why we didn't have any kind of a non-skid mat in there. We do now. But I went in there. I hadn't taken a shower, and I was overdue for a shower because of the whole moving and everything. So finally, yesterday, I went in there to take a shower, and not yesterday, Saturday. I went in there to take a shower, and it's not a big shower, so I wasn't I didn't want to put my shower chair in there. I wanted to, there's a little bench kind of thing in the shower. And I was using that, and I was sitting down, and the floor indeed was kind of slippery, and so was the little bench thing that I was sitting on. And there's also not, because it has a shower door like that opens out, outward instead of sliding. It doesn't have a sliding door, so there's not a good place for me to put the I have a handheld hose shower thing. Anyway, I leaned forward to get it, and I felt myself slipping a little bit, and I tried to fish it up with I have a back scrubber thing. I tried to get the hose with that, and I leaned forward, and I just slid off of the bench, basically, and put a big bruise on my shoulder when I fell, and I had to call my sister to come and help me get up off the floor, and it was a big mess. But anyway, so, but I'm okay. It's just a big traumatic event in my my situation here. So, little by little, I'm gonna try to make this house work. It's a house of contradictions. Some of the appliances are very small, like the oven is kind of small, the dishwasher is kind of small, and everything else. But the cabinets are really huge, like the house is made for giants. It's very tall. The doors are very tall. Has a very high ceiling, but the cabinets are really huge, and everything. But then the appliances are kind of small. It's weird. It's weird house. But anyway, it is what it is. So anyway, like I said, in a new situation, trying to figure out. This is obviously not ideal lighting. I have a lot of glare and a lot of bad lighting. So hopefully I'll figure this out later on. I don't know. I'm getting a lot of glare of myself now. Anyway, so thanks again for watching. Hopefully you'll come back. This is not indicative of my what my lighting is going to be like, but I just wanted to do this real quick and get it out of the way and get it done quickly while I have a chance. Anyway, so please come back, and I promise you a better situation, better lighting, even if I have to go outside to do this. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me, and come back again. My name is Beth Martinez. Phantastitches. You can see this. This video will be on Flosstube, of course. But I'm a member of Friday Off the Grid on Facebook, and that's the best place probably. I really don't post on Instagram. Post my cross stitching stuff on Instagram. I usually post on the Friday Off the Grid group and on Facebook. Anyway, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. And until then, have a good time, have a good day, and cross stitch all the things. Thanks.